Yesterday was not good. Hi guys, welcome back to the Southbound Stitchery. My name is Faith, and in this video we're going to see how much I can make in a week while I'm on vacation, while on a staycation. I do normally work a 9 to 6 job. It would be interesting to see how much progress I can make with all the time that I now have. If you enjoy watching this video, please let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I can make another video of me tracking my progress during a typical work week to see how the progress I make compares. I say makes because I normally do crochet, knit, and sew kind of interchangeably, and I didn't want to limit myself to just one for an entire week. When I track my progress, it will be for any time that I spend on making a craft. I'm going to keep the progress of how much I make in two ways: the time that I spend actually making my crafts, and the second being progress as far as finished objects, row counters, any length I add to something, that kind of thing. My goal for this week is to at least get a couple things made to send to my mom, who's going to a craft fair in July. It'd be pretty cool to see how much I can make and actually send to her for that. Hey, starting off strong with day one. Just gonna start the timer. I'm gonna start by working on my waffle stitch blanket. You can find the pattern for a waffle stitch online. I just got mine from Mama and a Stitch. And I want to show you what progress I've made. I'm gonna take a break for a little snack. And I moved outside, peeped the kitty by the window. Even though it's like 10 a.m. in this clip, it was really hot outside. There you can see the kitty again. That's my cat Joey. Right now I'm working on a hanging crocheted pot plant. I'm working on the pot portion. And you can see a different cat now. That's my cat Buddy. Okay, back inside now. It's getting a little too hot outside. We completed the pot. I put some stuffing in it. And I'm gonna start my timer again. And now I'm just making the lid part that goes on top of the pot. I had to keep counting my stitches because my count kept being off and I kept having to rip back and redo the row. And here I am just fitting it inside the pot. And now I'm gonna sew it to the inside of the pot. Now I just want to make sure what the green leaves will look like once they're sewn in. And there you have it. Now we just have to make that hanging basket macrame portion. And here I am tying the knots for it. And here's the finished pot. Okay, little update. I stopped the timer, it's about 5 hours and 7 minutes, but I kept forgetting to stop and start it. Started this about 8 a.m. It's around 7:06 now. I've been able to do 3 rows on my full stitch blanket. It just, because it's a 300 stitch blanket, it's taking forever. So 3 rows is kind of, it's not a lot. So I got 3 rows done on that. I've been able to complete a couple rows on me and my sister are making table runners. We were able to do a couple rows while she was waiting for her husband to come pick her up from work. So did a little bit on that. I finished making the pot from earlier and sewing all the pieces together. So here is my second completed hanging crochet pot plant. This one is my first. This is the original dimensions from the video that I followed. Made the string kind of short, but other than that, everything is the exact same. For this pot, for the base, 2 more increase rows, so the pot would be a little bit bigger because I'd already made these fern-ish. I don't know what kind of leaf this is actually. This ivy. And it was a little too big when I compared it to that pot, so I wanted to make the pot a little bigger. And I made the string longer. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. And then I was experimenting a little with making mini pot plants to put in the car. I went 2 increase rows more on this one. If I went 2 less increase rows, and this is what I got. It's a little tall, so I don't know if I like that. Thinking if I kept, this is with the original hook size, I think if I was to keep this, I would do 1 less normal row before doing the increases for the pot. But I got the idea. These leaves were made with a 3.75 millimeter, the pot, and these were made with a 5 millimeter. I thought, well, what if I just used the hook I used for this one and made a smaller pot with the same, do 2 less rows of increases for this one, and this is what I got. But I think the game plan is to make one around this size and then use this 3.75 to make a pot with the original amount of increases and decreases, or no decreases, but you know what I mean, like increase and then increase. So that's the goal for now. Just thought I would update on what progress we've made near the end of the day. I don't know if I'll do another update before tomorrow, but so far it's so good. Day 2 of seeing how much we can make. Yesterday I left off with about 5 hours and 45 minutes, and I clicked lap 2 for today, for day 2. Right now it is Wednesday, it's 10:05. I think I'm going to work on my waffle stitch blanket for a couple rows this morning, and then I will move on to other projects, but for now we're going to work on this. So let's get into that. Okay, day 3. Yesterday was not good. I did a lot of things. I just, recording wise, I kept forgetting to start and stop it, mostly forgetting to stop it. Even left it on overnight. The time, it's like at 17 hours or something like that. So we're gonna still move on. This morning I was able to knit on my sock for about 14 minutes before I had a phone call that I had to take. So I'm still planning on keeping track of how much I've been able to do. Yesterday I was able to make 2 car hanging plants. One of them is currently in my car, and then I made this one. They're the like smaller versions of the other ones I've made. So I'll plan on sending those in the box to my mom for the craft fair in July. I also got to work on my blanket. I did about 2 more rows on it. So this is how it's coming along. I have about, I think it's like 14 rows now. It's coming along slowly but surely. I did a little bit of playing around crochet thread to make bookmarks. So I made this one first. I still plan on blocking them. Little tassel at the bottom. And then I made this one. This one needs to be blocked pretty bad, but I thought these would be cool to make to match the book covers that I planned on sending. That's pretty much my goal today, is to make more bookmarks and maybe make small crochet earrings. I have crochet thread I bought on Amazon. So I'm gonna try to use some of that to make more bookmarks. Hopefully today is better than yesterday. And here I am working on what is supposed to become a bookmark, but it was so thin that I ended up making it a bracelet. And here's a little bit of what it's starting to look like. And now I'm just adding the lace to make it a bracelet. Hey guys, it's Sunday, and I know what you're thinking. What happened to half of the week? Me too. It went by so quick. I tried to keep track of the time, but quickly after day 2 ended up being a failure, day 3 became a failure, and then I just didn't even try for 4 and 5. But I thought, well, I can still measure how much I got done based on just the project's completions. Not in any particular order. I got quite a few rows done on my waffle blanket. I think I'm at row 14 or so now. I'm not sure. I'm slowly working on this. With it being 300 chain, it does take a long time, about 20 minutes or so for me to get through a row. I think next I'll go into stuff that I made for my mom to sell. I'm gonna send it to her for her craft fair she's going to in July. I made quite a few of these hanging plants. This one would be for putting in your car, and I have another one that would be for putting in your car. I plan on buying S-hooks to sell with them so that you can hang them on your rearview mirror. I have this one that I'll probably send to her, and I don't know if I'll send her this one or not. I might just keep it. I don't know. I might make one other big one to send to her. But yeah, I made quite a few of these. Super cute. I love having it in my car. It makes me so excited. I made another trial car rearview mirror hanger. My sister said it looks like wedding bells. I think she really wants this one. So I'll either give it to her and make another one to sell, or sell this one and make her another one to have. I was trying to see how, not how small, but I love making miniature things. Like taking a pattern, and normally you'd use worsted weight. I'll take it and go and use crochet thread. It's not quite micro crochet because I'm not using like sewing thread. The smallest hook I ever used for any of these was a 1mm, which is still pretty small, but it's not micro crochet. The bellflower you see here, this is a worsted weight yarn. I decided to try to make it. I'm currently wearing one of them. They're just white bellflowers with dark green leaves. These were the first ones I made. So these and all the other ones are made with the 1mm. The first ones were made with the 1.5mm, which is usually the crochet hook I go for crochet thread. They turned out a little bigger than I wanted, if that makes sense. So they're just got little leaves on them, just purple bellflowers. And I got these cards at Hobby Lobby. They're still really cute, don't get me wrong, they're still really cute. I thought that I would try and use a smaller hook. I ended up liking it better for crocheted earrings. There they are. Blue bellflowers with a white daisy and leaves on gold dangly earring pieces. Last one, I might make one more pair of this or the bellflowers in pink. I made some in yellow. These are just these leaves. My goal is to make one more pair, but I think I don't want to send her too much because I'm not real sure how these will do at the craft fair. I don't know. I haven't tried to sell anything at a craft fair or do anything sort of like that, so I want to make just a minimum amount of everything, like max 4 or 5, and just see what works and what doesn't work. Then also in my journey using crochet thread for regular crochet patterns, I found a bookmark that I really liked. I thought, well, I'll make a bookmark out of this but use crochet thread. And on this one, it didn't really work. The pattern just wasn't long enough to accommodate the small thread, which was fine. I thought they ended up making gorgeous bracelets. My thought process is, my mom lives in Kentucky and I went to university in Kentucky, so my thought process, this was a pretty color. This was my first attempt with the bookmark. The red being a hilltopper, thought the red for the hilltoppers. My mom was like half an hour from Western Kentucky University. And then the orange being for UT, and then making a blue one out of this, which is almost perfectly UK blue. The local universities figured I'd make bracelets for those kind of colors. I don't know if it'll sell, but I thought it was a fun idea. A few of the bookmark patterns I did follow did end up working. The first one I did was, this one is technically upside down, but I found this tutorial on how to make bookmark holders. So in order for the tassel to go through the back, I had to put it upside down. So normally it would go like this. But yeah, and that was a cute design. That one was really cute. I saw this one, which I think is called the polka dot or something like that. Polka dot lace, cottagecore vibes. This is one of my favorites, and I love the tassel on it. I tried, when you're using such small thread, you have to kind of up your own chain amount. So that was some trial and error figuring out what chain number worked. This one came out a little big. It actually goes all the way down to here. Pattern, I like it. It took me forever to work on it. But the only thing that bothers me is I'm a very symmetrical, I like symmetrical things. And these two, I don't know if you can tell, but the pattern isn't symmetrical. Like the borders on each side are not the same width, and that bothers me. That bothers me greatly. But still super cute bookmarks. I made this one a little bit smaller. Both have really cute tassels. Probably my favorite. Definitely gonna make probably 2 or 3 more of these because I want one. Using the tulip stitch design, I made a bookmark, and this one I figured out how to add a bead to the tassel. I thought it was so cute, and the idea is kind of the vibe of Barbie, with the new Barbie movie coming out. I do want to make a bookmark that's all pink, going with Barbie, more Barbie aesthetic. So the idea is I make these book covers, right? I've been making these book covers for a little bit. I haven't tried to sell them, but that's something I want to see if it's a hit or a flop. There's a yellow lining, and then the idea is that the bookmarks kind of can match the cover. It's just so adorable. I'm obsessed for yellow with this piece. Oh, that's so cute. I might try to find bee beads, like little bee beads for the tassel. I don't know. That would kind of, it'd only fit really a bee theme. This one I made specifically for this book cover. I had made a bunch of book covers for my family 2 Christmases ago, I think. And 2 of the ones I just didn't end up giving to them were these ones out of this Disney villains print I got at Joann's, the written it section. I could make bookmarks that kind of go with the themes of the colors on the villains. So the red, you could, even though the purple lining, you could have it kind of match Cruella, that type of thing. This one, I have a lot more of these cotton quilting squares that I got from Hobby Lobby. This was my very first ever piece together squares like a quilt. Definitely want to make more, and then that would kind of go with the tulip bookmark, or you could put it with the white shell bookmark, or even this blue kind of goes with it. So lots of different pairing options. I want to try to have a bunch of different options. The idea was kind of like when I wanted to make this bracelet, the color is almost perfect. So I do want to make a bookmark out of this one to kind of go with this, and I also do have a light pink I could pair with this. Those are the things I want to send to my mom, but things that weren't really related to selling were, me and my sister finished our table runner, so I'll try to pop in a picture here. And we did want to hurry up and finish that because that's been a work in progress for a good couple months now. She found this marshmallow kitty pattern. So we ended up finishing the head and face yesterday. Then we started on his body. He lays flat like this, and then he has no arms. He's just made his one piece, and then he has a tail. We ended up all week. We've started him since last Saturday, so that's pretty much all I've been working on. Lots of things in the plans for the future, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means everything. And until next time, bye for now.